What's the deal, my people? You know it is Don Tony Teflon, and I'm back at you with another Game of Thrones video, breaking down the things you missed, using Easter eggs and hidden clues that explains the things that are going to happen in Game of Thrones Season 8. And in this Game of Thrones Season 8 theory, I will explain to you exactly why Jaime Lannister will not escape the sins of his father.
I demand a trial by combat.
I choose violence.
I will not give my life for Joffrey's murder, and I know I'll get no justice here, so I will let the gods decide my fate. I demand a trial by combat.
Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell so you don't miss out on any new videos to get you through the long night. Now, we all know when we deal with the Lannisters, they have one thing in common, and that is trials. We always see the Lannisters during a trial. If there is a trial going on, we have a good chance of knowing that somewhere a Lannister is involved. Now, we have seen Tyrion put on trial multiple times, and we've seen Cersei put on trial. Now, she ended the trial on her own means, and that is what she does. But we've seen them both put on trial, and I think this upcoming season, we have no choice but to see Jaime Lannister put on trial. And I found Easter eggs and some hidden clues that point directly to this happening this season when he makes his way up to Winterfell. Now, we all know how the North people and the people from the Vale feel about Daenerys Targaryen, or just Targaryens as a whole.
Targaryen cannot be trusted.
So how do you think they're going to react when she shows up with a Lannister, and then plus on top of that, Jaime Lannister shows up? Now, they are not going to like any Lannisters whatsoever. This is a given. And we have seen Sansa Stark play judge, and we have seen Arya Stark play executioner, because Jaime Lannister, let's get this clear, and I know there's a lot of Jaime Lannister fans out there, but no one in this story has more blood on his hands than Jaime Lannister.
All of us have to believe that we're decent, don't we? You have to sleep at night. How do you tell yourself that you're decent after everything that you've done?
So when Jaime Lannister arrives at Winterfell, I expect him to be seized and immediately put on trial. And I can guarantee you that these will be the words that Bran Stark speaks to Jaime Lannister. Guaranteed.
The Lannisters send their regards.
And that's not just me wishing that or thinking that. I think the huge clue was in Bran Stark's vision, and that is the reason why we are shown these things in Bran's vision.
Burn them all!
Where's my sister?
In these visions, we are shown the sins of Jaime Lannister and what he will be put on trial for when he comes to Winterfell by Sansa Stark and Bran Stark. We see him killing the Mad King, and we see his family killing Robb Stark. He could be known as the Double King Slayer. Now, in the books, Roose Bolton doesn't say Lannister. He specifically does say Jaime Lannister sends his regards. Alright, so this is what I think why they shown us all these things. Jaime Lannister will be put on trial by all this. And you know, Jaime Lannister could be the thing that unites the North against the Targaryens, because you know, Dany is not going to be happy with Jaime Lannister because of him killing the king. And the Red Wedding still hasn't been truly avenged. It hasn't been legally avenged. Arya did her part to the phrase, but the Lannisters still have not been held accountable for their actions in the Red Wedding. Because you can easily see Dany playing the same role, trying to win over the North people, playing the same role that Stannis did at the wall with Jon. And in the books, we know Bran has a vision in the past of a silver-haired woman standing in front of a weirwood tree, and she cuts the throat of a captive. This could be a foreshadowing of Daenerys standing court over Jaime Lannister's trial. Now, since we know Jaime Lannister's fighting skills are garbage, he's going to have a champion when he has his trial by combat, because you know that's what the Lannisters do. So who is going to be his champion? Now, if you want to say Bronn, that is a great pick. I cannot say it will not be Bronn. Can't say it. You know, there's no way not to say it. It seems like if he was going to have a champion, someone's going to fight for him. You know Bronn, he still owes Bronn money. Bronn doesn't want his money gone. You know, Bronn could be the guy. But I do believe that when this does go down, his champion will be Brienne. Now, this is going to cause a little conflict between Sansa and Brienne, because obviously Sansa is going to be the one putting on trial. But I think Sansa will have no choice but to let Brienne represent Jaime Lannister. And it's because of the words that she spoke to her.
I pledge to ask no service of you that might bring you dishonor.
So who will then she have to fight? Now, we've seen her already spar with Arya, and it seems like there's a great possibility that Arya would be Sansa Stark's champion. But how could they fight to the death? That would be a little bit crazy. How could this situation get resolved in the end without any of them dying? Well, I'll have to let you know that in part 2, because it is the 4th of July, so happy 4th of July to all my people out there, and the Don must go. So, if you like the way I do this, please thumbs up this, please spread this across the realm, and please subscribe. And until next time, you know who it is. Peace, and stay sexy.
I'm gonna make him an offer again with you.
I want him dead. I want his family dead. I want his house burnt to the ground. I want to go to the middle of the night. I want to piss on his head.
What?
I said no more shines. Maybe you didn't hear about it. You've been away a long time. They didn't go up there and tell you. I don't shine shoes anymore.
Relax, will you, for crying out? What's getting to you? I'm breaking your balls a little bit, that's all. I'm only kidding with you.
Sometimes you don't sound like you're kidding. You know, there's a lot of people around.
So say good night to the bad guy. Come on. The last time you're going to see a bad guy like this.
I got 2 grenades in my house. I blow up all Mulberry Street before I leave. You understand? I don't know what I would do. So, you understand? I die with you.